These are 3 things to never do while lane splitting. Number 1, if you're a newer rider, not for you. Don't even try it, right? You're getting really close to these damn cars and you have to know your bike very well. You have to know how to brake and swerve very well. Your judgment needs to be good, your timing. And no one says you have to lane split. Even if you're allowed to, like here in California, you're allowed to lane split. But do you have to lane split? Of course not. Some people think it's way too dangerous and there's no way I would ever lane split ever, even if they lived here in California. That's fine, that's your choice. However, the likelihood of you getting rear-ended is far greater than something happened if you're lane splitting, if you're not lane splitting like a complete moron, which is what a lot of people do. They try lane splitting at 100 miles per hour and you're just gonna get yourself in trouble, right? You're gonna crash and you're just going too quickly. They're not gonna see you. So keep in mind, not for new riders, and no one says you have to lane split, but for me, there's no way I'm gonna sit in traffic with all these people on their phone. I'm gonna get rear-ended. I don't wanna deal with it. Next, you gotta be predictive, both yourself and what other people may or may not do. So keep in mind, whenever there's an opening, right, a car could take that opening. So you have to be prepared as if a car is gonna take the opening. If there's 2 cars next to each other, like right up here, there's no gaps, well, it's almost guaranteed that nothing's gonna happen because where the car's supposed to go, they have no options, right? And as you can tell, I put on my hazards and my big bright clear water lights with these yellow covers. They're super damn bright. So when I turn on my hazards, they're flashing on and off at 100%. It's super damn visible. You can see people way up ahead starting to move out of the way because they see me coming. It has nothing to do with hearing me. It's seeing me coming way, way up ahead. But if they don't see me come, maybe they're just on their phone or whatever else, or they just don't really care. But either way, you're gonna have the best chance possible to see me. If you look in your mirror at all, you will see these damn lights, I guarantee it. They're so freaking bright. Like that guy, right? She was just about to change the lanes. She looked in the mirror, saw my big bright lights. She decided not to. They work. There's proof right there. There's that big old white Tundra that just moved out of the way because they saw my lights. And again, I'm not going super fast. I want to give people time to be able to see me, right? And that's one of the biggest things. Whatever the flow of traffic is going, like don't go more than like 10-15 miles per hour faster than the flow of traffic, because then the differential of speed, that's where it gets super dangerous. And sometimes people lane split are like, you know, super fast and the cars are going really, really slowly. But that doesn't mean overall lane splitting is just crazy. It just means that person is stupid. It's just a judgment thing, right? If I'm riding at an easy pace just slightly faster than the flow of traffic, no big deal, right? I'm predicting the Subaru is going to come out in front of me, so if they do, I know how to swerve, right? Because there's no one in front of me right here. But there's 2 cars next to each other, then it's way less likely that anything is going to happen, right? And that's your best chance to start the lane split. But again, no one says you have to, and cars do not have to move out of the way for you. Surprise, they do not have to do that. It is illegal for them to purposely block you, yes, but they do not have to move. So the rule is, if you can't fit, don't split, which is why this is not for new riders, because how do you know if you could fit or not? How well do you know how wide your bike is? What is the widest portion of your bike? Is it your handlebars? Is it your mirrors? Is it your side cases? Is it your license plate sticking down? What is the widest portion of your bike? So many riders don't even know that, and they try to lane split and they wind up hitting your handlebars on mirrors and crashing or whatever else they do because they have no idea the dimensions of their bike, and they shouldn't be lane splitting because of that, because you don't know your bike well enough, you don't know how to brake well enough, you don't know how to swerve, your timing is all jacked up, your judgment, you're not looking really far ahead to see where these cars are going to go, where there are danger areas, where there's not, right? You're not paying attention to the cars that they're weaving, if they're on their phone or not. That's why this isn't for new riders at all. So if you decide to lane split, fantastic. Make sure you actually know what you're doing and take these tips and really take them to heart, because it does make a difference, right? Can a car take up my space or can it not? Are they on the phone or are they not? How well do you know your bike and your dimensions? Do you know how to brake? Do you know how to swerve? Are you covering your controls? Do you understand cars do not have to move for you? And if there's 2 cars back to back in a line, that is the best time to lane split. And if there is a gap, just know a car could take that gap without turning on the blinker, without looking in the mirror. Stop assuming people are going to do what they're supposed to be doing, and start predicting that everybody's stupid and drunk and they're trying to hurt you, and that will keep you very safe on a motorcycle, right? All right, everybody, good luck lane splitting, and remember to have fun. One last thing, everyone, so keep in mind the rule is 2 or more lanes must be going the same directions in order for you to lane split, and your only option in that scenario is up the middle. Just because there's 2 lanes going in one direction, you cannot go to the outsides of the lanes to go around them. That's illegal passing on the left or on the right. So 2 or more lanes must be going in the same direction in order to lane split. This could be any type of lane, even carpool lanes. If for some reason the carpool lane is going, the traffic is going like, you know, 50 miles per hour or slower for whatever reason, and there's 2 lanes going in the same direction, you are allowed to lane split, no problem. But if it's just 1 lane going one direction, you can go around them, and you can do anything you want to do, but you're going to pay the consequences if you do. But 2 or more lanes must be going the same direction, and your only option is directly up the middle of those 2 lanes. See what I'm saying? Last thing, second last thing, so last thing, if it's like, say it's a 4-lane highway, the best place to lane split is far left, like between the first and the second lane. And it's obvious to why this is so. What's up, doggy? So you have 2 lanes, so you have 4 lanes going in one direction. It's best to split in between these 2 lanes, just like where my fingers are, because the farther right you go, that's where everybody's merging onto the highway and merging off to the highway. So if you're just merging onto the highway and traffic is going super slow, take your time and get all the way over, and then lane split between lane 1 and 2 only. If you have to get off, then just be careful getting off, and try not to lane split it getting off, going way over there, because people aren't expecting you to be lane splitting. Especially here in California, everybody knows you're riding around, you see bikes all the time. Between lane 1 and 2 is where you want it to be. So just like my demonstration is right here. All right, that's it. Have fun. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check out my website, MotoJitsu.com.